Yes, good people, we are back with another one. We are back with episode 30. And guys, damn! We reached that mark, baby. We reached that mark of 30 episodes. And I like to welcome everybody here. You know, my illustrious panels in the building. So listen, we're going to get straight into these introductions. Not like you don't know everybody, but we're going to start off with the queen of the bunch. Man, she's a genius. She's so smart, man. I don't even want to talk about her. She's like, y'all might think she's like Brainiac or something, but Akuma, what you been doing? What you been playing? What's good with you, girl?
I've been kind of addicted and kind of just playing the Back for Blood right now. That's kind of been my poison of choice this week. I'm gonna start mixing it up because, like I said, Spooktober had plenty of horror games lined up, but yeah, I've been pretty hooked on doing some Back for Blood and trying to get some achievements and unlock the character skins and change their outfits and stuff. So yeah, that's a pretty boring week because that's literally the only game that I've been playing right now.
The game is awesome, and let me tell you what I've been doing. I've been not playing it because I'm doing it tomorrow on my game night. Side hosting with Bloody Knuckles over there. He's gonna join us, but I've been holding out, so I've been watching everybody else play, and I'm not in a good mental space, but it's all right. You know, I'll get my fulfillment tomorrow, I guess.
You're gonna have fun. It's fun. I really do love it. Even some of the people that I talked to, some of my friends, where they were skeptical at first because they were like, I mean, I love Left 4 Dead. I know it's the same people. They were like, but I don't know. I feel a little iffy. Then they start playing it. Like one of my friends, you know, finally got Game Pass and was like, all right, I'm gonna try it because it's on Game Pass.
Woo, so get that Game Pass hype train in the building. Let's go. Let's go.
So he finally tried it, and then it's just like, okay, well, I know you were hesitant about the game because he was like, I'm not gonna buy it because, and I was like, what do you think? And he was like, this is good. He's like, I'm having fun. He goes, I'm loving this. He goes, I might end up buying this. He goes, I like it.
Facts. Okay, listen, man. I'ma save the best for last. But I'm going to get into the most electrifying YouTuber in the planet, 4GQT's most famous light-skinned Jericho heavyweight lover in the house. Let's go. My man, PK. What's good with you, PK?
What's happening? Kumo, let me ask you a question. Doesn't a bloody game share with you?
No. He didn't game share with me.
He is a selfish son of a
He game shares with one of his roomies.
You know what?
That is wrong.
We fraud police. It's in the building.
Because I recall this man
police
flexing that he had the Ultimate Edition and he was playing
Yeah,
early. And then you had to wait to Game Pass. I just feel some type of way about it.
He bought it for me too. He bought it for him. He bought his, and then he bought mine because his. I was like,
I know you're trying to clean up for him, but it's
all
wrong.
He literally said that. Because I was like, oh no, because it's expensive. The Ultimate Edition, blah blah blah.
I'm gonna drag him up and down the street for you. You don't got to. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
A birthday present for him, so we can play early.
That's fine.
It's not through Game Pass because if you look at our stream, because I was streaming it, we were streaming it early together.
No. You're not about to get that to me.
Throwing a wrench into the monkey place. Shout out to PK, the relationship destroyer. What you been playing?
It's all
PK?
good. Well, me, I've been playing a lot. Pokemon Unite. Kumo never plays with me. Just throwing that out there.
Okay. Just said addicted to the Back for Blood.
Are you busy with Bloody over there in this confusing relationship with the Game Pass?
Man.
Straightforward. I say send the invite. We gonna get it in. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I haven't even turned on my Switch this week. Okay, I've been hooked.
Okay, it's okay. It's every week. You're never on your Switch. It's all right.
Oh, damn.
Hey, look, check it out.
This is definitely not the way to start a podcast on this wonderful Saturday night.
Hey, listen, we're just being like family members over here. We're just throwing dirt around. Um,
Got a little knife and you
playing
stab
some,
him.
playing some. I wanna see if I can get into this Aliens Fire Team today. I
We're gonna
get
do that next Sunday. That's next Sunday.
Well, I mean, I haven't even tried it, so I need to try
I've
it.
been holding out to
And
play too, so don't play too much. God damn it. Trying to play with my
the
friends.
Oh, does that mean I don't get to play Back for Blood because I've been playing too much?
it sounds like
It's
you ain't played enough
it's only 4 people,
because
so
it don't sound like
you
you
know
That
played
sounds
enough
like an
because
excuse for
you
me.
had to
Okay, I
wait.
see how it is.
You had to wait
you and
and put
Bloody
your
might
stuff
have
on
to take
pause.
turns that night because we got four cool and them limited games. You know what I'm saying? Those games are limited quantity. You know what I'm saying? But you always welcome,
Yeah,
sis.
some Road Company, some Life is Strange, some I don't know. I'm all over the PSO. I'm kind of like all over, just picking up and playing different stuff. Like I said, I haven't picked up the Metroid,
Yeah.
um, but and that's only because I was a little turned off at E3 when I think I went over this before. It's more or less I'm happy for the game, but I'm not happy um, because if this is the last Metroid in the franchise, I would want it to go out with a bang, and it just feels like this is it. They didn't even advertise in it as the last in the franchise, right? Like it's kind of
I
weird.
didn't know till you said that last night. Yeah.
Anyways, Metroid Prime has more hype, and that's a prequel. So I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, I've been playing all these games, and there's a lot still I need to get into. I've been playing a lot of Game Pass stuff, Game Pass games. Um, I still need to circle back to my Deathloop and my um, get back into my fighters. Sora be coming out next week. I got some Guilty Gear stuff to get into, so lots to keep me busy for sure.
Okay. Now we're gonna get into the best character on the podcast. No, not me. It's that man that made the black cat walk past twice, which means it's a glitch in the matrix.
I've
Shout
been
out to
feeling a
my
lot of deja
brother,
vu lately.
Sick Slayer. What you been playing this week, man? What has been keeping your attention? What's good with you?
Man, I've been buying and skimming all the little indie games I want to play in the Steam Deck, man, because I have a backlog of a lot of those. I love those little retro style games. So, man, was playing a lot of them on Steam this past week. But today, man, what did I do today? Nothing. And I worked at it all day, all day, all day. All I did was sleep until like an hour and a half
You
ago,
know,
bro. It was glorious. I know PK must be mighty jealous, and I understand, fam. But hey, an opportunity, I took it. But after the show, got to play this Crisis Remastered. I'm gonna see how far into I can get.
Okay. Well, you know who I am, man. It's your boy Lemon, aka Lemetius,
Wow.
right hand and Zeus, and we are back with another episode, and we got some topics for your asses. But let me say this for the record, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Bunty, Faz, Sonic. If I miss you, I'll get to you. That's how we do it in these streets, man.
Mm.
Chipmunk is in the building. Casket was hit first on deck. I
Yes.
saw you. I saw you.
Number one stunner.
Yo, listen, man. Y'all the reason we do this. Yo, listen, man. Motivation is is the greatest, baby, and I appreciate everybody here. So we're gonna jump into our first quick, easy topic, man. Finally, yesterday, Nintendo has announced the pricing. Now, I've listened to a couple other podcasts, and they kind of was crapping on this situation. Let me just sum this up. They still got the $20 a year if you don't want to get this new bundle with Sega and N64, and they still have the $35 family plan. Those are still available. But with this combination with the Genesis and the N64, they're coming out with $49.99 a year, which is still a great price, and $79.99 a year for the family price. Now, Kumu, you're a Switch player.
Mhm.
I need to renew my Switch. Since they announced this, I was going to wait. I'm not buying it. I'm going back with $20. But tell me, with this pricing, do you see it to be fair? And is it a good deal?
I think it's a good deal. I mean, as much as people complain about Amazon, tons of people still have Amazon Prime. They pay more for Amazon Prime than, and some of these people that I know, they don't even use it enough to justify having Amazon Prime, but they still have it. Um, I think for everything that you're getting, it's fair because, like you said, they still have, the $20 for like the year, and if you have the family, like the 35 for the year. I think it's a fair price because, yeah, it's like doubled, but you're getting more than just, oh, here's some online play and access to the eShop and yada yada yada. Like I said, you're adding like the Nintendo 64 games, you're adding Sega games to it. So for me, yeah, I think it's a fair price. Um, I also was seeing that they also are gonna have, I think for like 80. Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
$79.99. The family pack.
Yeah.
The family.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
for the family. So even if you have a family, depending on how that works out, because like me, the online that I have with Nintendo, I'm actually on the family through a friend
Oh,
who
nice.
got
Yeah,
it, who got
which
the
is
family,
awesome.
who got the
Right.
family plan, and he's like, "Oh, play with us," and I was like, at the time I wasn't working, so I was like, "I can't afford it," and he goes, "Hey, I got an extra spot. Give me your email." And the way that we kind of do it now, that now that everybody's getting more stable and working, it's just like, oh, just shoot you some money for PayPal or whatever to
Right.
continue playing for this plan. If people are interested in that, I don't see why people can't do that either. So it's not just one person covering the cost either.
Right.
So you can do it that way, especially if you are on the family with everyone who's working and they're all like willing to chip in. Those who are like, oh, family for like the kids or whatever. I mean, if they think it's worth it, I mean, I think it's still a good price, like all around.
I think we just growing up with people that just look for something negative to say.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna
I
go.
mean, that's fair.
I'm not gonna go to the Switch hater. So I'm gonna go straight to PK. He's like, my man Cognito's like the general of the Switch army, and he's like a lieutenant or corporal. So I'm gonna go to my man PK. PK, what did you think about this pricing, and are you jumping in on it? Hello.
6 years later.
Oh, my bad. I already paid for the
I had
family
to drop the
plan.
crickets on you right there. My bad.
I paid for the family plan already because you can put up to 4 to 6 switches on one plan,
Right.
so it's worth it. But
But what about this new plan with the N64?
I don't play
Genesis?
the virtual games, so you know what I mean. That doesn't bring me any value. I only play online. Like I only play the online games.
From what you just finished saying, you're usually by yourself because the Kumu don't want to play with you. So elaborate. Who are
No,
you
I'm saying
playing
for
with?
for my kids or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's brings value because I can put them all on my account.
Right.
That's 3 switches.
But are you going with the $35 plan, or are you going to step it
No,
up to that
I'm not.
$79.99?
Yeah, for me, it doesn't bring any value because I don't play the online games, like the online. I would say retro games. I
Right.
play
You
the
don't
like
play the systems and stuff. Right.
I play the Tetris 99 and
Yeah, I like that.
stuff like
Mhm.
that.
I
But
like that.
I don't play the
I think that's awesome.
the retro games because they're virtual and your game saves are stuck on the virtual client, so
Right.
you don't get to take it with you or nothing. So it just seems
It's
I,
a
I
good thing for people who don't have those systems, though. That's
Hey, I
well,
got a bunch of retro games
it,
anyway, so I'm not. I
it could be
wouldn't.
cool for
I'm giving them
convenience, but for
$20.
me, I'll just do the emulator for me because that's, if anything, that's probably more value for me, right?
Okay.
But I see what they're doing. The problem I have with this is they do this instead of improving their online
Infrastructure.
service in general.
Right.
I mean, you can't send messages to your friends. That's a problem.
I mean,
I mean,
fair.
that's my problem
Let me go
anyway.
ahead
I
and
don't
get
know
my
if
bulletproof
anybody
vest.
else.
I'm gonna start off my next episode, episode 31. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not in danger, but I'm gonna get my 50
Now,
cent
if
on,
they was like,
and I'm gonna do
if
this
they
show with a
was like,
bulletproof vest on.
with this, it comes with,
Like
you can
Kermit the
start
Frog here
your
with the drink.
own, party chat on the console and send messages. That might pique my interest, because it might be a different plan for that. Got you. However, that's what I care most about. I'm not a really into the like I said, mainly because of the game saves are virtual.
Okay, so
But that doesn't mean it's bad or nothing. Just
when I said I wasn't going to the Switch hater, maybe I had that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't
I
know,
think you really
people,
did.
but he
You really did on this
really,
one.
as a Switch supporter, didn't sound too ecstatic about the situation. But
I'm not even gonna sit here and front
well,
like I
but
am. I'm
listen, you
not.
ain't supposed to. We don't fraud on this panel here. We don't do that. So I'm gonna go to maybe somebody who might save the day.
I
Sick,
don't know.
sick.
You know me when it comes to Nintendo.
Uh-oh.
I'm quite apathetic, I can take it or leave it. It's whatever, man. It don't concern me. I don't rock that platform, But at least, and I don't mean no shade by this, but like $20 a year for their online, you don't pay much, you don't get much, but hey, at least the pricing is consistent. So whatever, you feel me? But as the outsider, I see what people are saying
Oh
from
my
all the big
God.
Nintendo channels that I watch. MVG,
No, you gotta
other
say
ones like
you
that.
gotta say that again. Come on, you gotta say that again.
What?
If you,
That was
you
my
don't
funny
pay
joke,
much, you
guys.
don't what?
Oh, you don't get much because you don't pay for much. You really don't. It's $20 a year. What do you expect from Nintendo Online?
Wait.
Be honest.
Hey, wait. I don't mean to cut you in. I just want to say
Oh my
those
God.
people don't even play the shit either. It don't affect them, so there's nothing to
Right,
complain about.
right. So it's like, but you don't get much, and it's $20. So who cares? Like, listen, if I was on the Switch, right? Like I said before, there's a couple of times where I almost slipped up and bought one. The online is not a problem in terms of cost. Like the problems I have with it, cost is not one of them. Is dirt? It's $20 a year. What are you gonna complain about when you do it? It
Yeah,
doesn't do much.
hold on. All right, listen.
But
We're
that's
not gonna keep going on this subject. I just got something to
You
say.
asked me to repeat
All
it.
right,
You asked me to
this is
repeat it. I was
supposed to
trying
be a
move on.
warm up topic, but let me just say something to the people in the chat and my damn panel.
There's no such
You-
thing as warm up topics.
You try to tell me
Yeah.
that Animal Crossing DLC that comes with this extra cost for free don't matter? Because isn't that one of their biggest titles?
It don't matter to me. That's what I'm
no. I'm
saying.
just saying. I'm talking about anybody on the panel, son. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking about anybody. That wasn't big for you, PK. Don't you like Animal Crossing?
I mean, the thing is, it's like this.
Because, ladies and
At the
gentlemen,
end
look
of
up on the screen. You see it. It comes with this Animal Crossing DLC.
that's not good enough.
I
They-
never. That's
if
one game I've
anything,
never played. Never
again,
played Animal Crossing.
I would prefer them to offer like cross game support chat and messaging and things
Oh,
like
you
that.
want Xbox Live for $20?
Yeah, for that Xbox
Well,
Live
any
money. Right.
online chat,
I'm not
every
expecting
online chat does that. I don't care if it's Blizzard. I don't care if it's Steam.
That's the fact.
Everybody does
free.
that.
For free, yeah.
You know,
you know
offer
what?
some.
You know what? For those people that do like this pricing, we gave y'all the pricing. Enjoy it. We going on to another topic. 'Cause I'm getting tired.
All right.
I'm
'Cause
getting
what I
tired of
see
y'all.
was negative in the news, and y'all were talking positive. I'm like, that's not what I've seen, but I don't care. That's all my point is.
Now we're going to get into this Battlefield's new game mode. Looked awesome. Hard zone.
Basically, Warzone.
No, it's really not.
It's that squad mode at least. I play Warzone a lot.
mission based. 4 squads, multiple squads of 4. Everybody's for themselves. It's extracting. These satellites come in. They blow up all over the place. You're dropped into this battlefield, and you have to get the hard drives from these down satellites and extract them as a unit. Now, this is a unique situation, and when I saw this, I was excited. Now, even my boy Bloody said, yo, that looks pretty damn good. And it looks fun. So we're going to go to the Battlefield expert, Akumu. And she's going to tell us what she thought when she watched that mode.
I liked it. I was like, okay, so first it was honestly one of those that I watched, and then you rewind and you watch again.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was. You're just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch this, and you're like, ooh, that looks cool. That looks cool. Ooh, and then it finishes, and you're like, one more time.
Facts.
is how that worked for me. I I like it. Like I'm already planning on getting the game, but this I think just definitely solidified it for me just because I played games like that before and I enjoy it. I kind of like that you have your team, but you're fighting against multiple other players and you're all trying to get like the same and who can get it first, who can extract it first. And I kind of like that. I play those games with a lot of my friends and it's all in good fun and we're laughing and joking and talking smack to each other because that's what we do, right?
That's true.
So yeah, so that's what I said. I'm really looking forward to it. I did not expect them to put something like that in this game, in all honesty, but I'm glad they did. Like
Facts.
I'm excited for it. Like I really am excited for it. It looks good. It looks fun. Like I said, it kind of takes me back to the ones that I played with my friends where we just get a whole bunch of people and go at it. And I'm hoping to definitely be able to do that again. And I just want, just kind of bring back the fun time with friends where we just talk smack to each other and joke around and.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I was very excited when I saw it. I was like, this is a good look. That's a good look.
Hmm.
It's a very big game. It's very
I
important.
like how smooth everything looked too.
Yeah.
Like everything looked very smooth. Like so
It's something new to
I'm
Battlefield
looking
also.
forward to it.
It's something very
Right.
new. Something very
And
new.
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't something that I expected them to put in this game, and the fact that they were like surprise. I'm like, okay, it's one of those. You had my interest, now you have my attention. Like, so I'm looking forward to it. This is definitely something that I foresee myself if I can get that group of people and stuff that I foresee myself playing the hell out of it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me welcome my Iron Lord podcast brother in here, Mr. Hustle and Motivate. Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to see you in these chats, in these gaming streets.
Facts.
And I hope you like that Halo information I dropped on you Sunday with, Call of Duty's never outsold Halo on a Microsoft platform, baby. A lot of people don't know that, but I'm glad to share that with you, my brother. My God, good dude. Heavy PC player. How I met him, we was talking about lenses one day. Then we start talking some big dog Carlito. I said, man, I ain't really ready for this stuff. But anyway, welcome to the chat, baby. Welcome to the chat. PK, talk to me. I know you're not a Battlefield guy, but what did you think about this mode? Did it get you excited? Did it say, okay, that's interesting? What did it do for you? Or just give you a dud like Nintendo Switch Online did for you?
Say when I haven't played the mode, and I'm not really sure, but kind of leaning on you guys and your experience with it. To be honest with you, um, my thing is more options the better, whether I like it or not. I mean, I don't like TDM on most of my games that do some sort of objective game, right? Because people usually gamers don't know how to play team games, to be honest. Most of them are not as competitive as I am, right? So it's so I think more options gives other people ways to play the game if they're not up to par for a certain game mode.
Okay. Okay, sick. I know you dabble in some Battlefield. How did you feel seeing this mode? What did you think?
Okay, now like I was trying to say before, far be it from me to claim I know a lot about Warzone. I only played it like 4 or 5 times. But isn't there a mode with
Bullshit.
squads
With
squads of 4? With squads of 4? How is that bullshit? I haven't
I'm
played
only playing, so I'm only playing.
I don't know how that's that's the
playing.
great opposite of funny. I'm keeping it way real. I don't really play that mode too much. All right, but what I remember, there was at least one mode where it's squads of 4 and you get missions ad hoc.
It's called
Or
quads.
even you can get them in boxes too, where you can get missions and stuff. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, it's just what I said about Halo and Firefight and what they might do with a PUBG style of mode, right? You got to make the mode your own. You take the gameplay elements of your game, your franchise, and you put that in. And that's exactly what they did. And Battlefield has the, sandbox, the big sandbox.
Well, first
right?
of all, they created the sandbox.
That's right.
They
That's
started
right.
that sandbox dropping 2 teams battling for missions and capture the flags and
Yeah,
you know, they did that before everybody.
right.
Before
And so
everybody.
the credit that Call of Duty gets is that they had to add that in, and they did pretty damn well with it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but that's just the no shade being intended. That's the imitation, and Battlefield is really the originator and the goat,
That's a
and
fact.
the one that defines this. So for them to add the mode, you know, you, you can start to imagine, if you're very familiar with Battlefield, what it's gonna be like, right? The only complaint I have about it is the name is unoriginal as you can get. Hard Zone, Warzone, Hard Zone. Really? But other than that, man, I'm playing that mode. I know that for sure. I'm playing that mode.
Okay. Well, I was very excited to see that mode. It was something that shocked me to have. I love Battlefield regardless. All the
Mm.
modes: conquest large, conquest small, domination large, domination small. I'm kind of biased, but to see a new gameplay element, the way they did it, the extractions, the way they showed the team at the end trying to take this hard drive and get to the helicopter, I thought that was amazing, man. And like I said, when everybody sees something and you have to put your gameplay twist on it. So it was something I saw. I said, yo, that's gonna be lit. And it's gonna be chaotic. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be fast paced. You gotta get to these areas. You definitely gonna have to fight to extract. Yo, it's gonna be crazy. I'm looking very, very, very
That's
forward
what
to
I
that.
think. That's what's gonna make it really fun, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Just
gonna be
having all
crazy.
that
Absolutely.
chaotic.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be crazy. Now we're gonna get into the elephant in the room. Oh, we're gonna talk about something Sony do, man. Sony put a
Oh.
great mode into the PlayStation, or is it in the TV? They put
Mm.
auto HDR. Now we know the Xbox Series X and S is doing that, right? We know this. They're doing frame rate boost, auto HDR. Excellent. But where Sony take 2 steps forward, they take 10 steps back. Not only did they add auto HDR, but they locked it into their high-end TVs only. So if you have another brand of TV, you can't do it. You have to have Sony's high-end TV to be able to do it. Now, I was talking to my brother Mads. Shout out to my brother Mads, man, over there at Mads Gaming. And I was attacked in the chat when I said, Max, what do you think about this auto HDR being locked to Sony Bravia high-end TVs only? And he was like, yeah, Lemon, I'm not sure if it's the system doing it or it's a feature in the TVs that recognize the PlayStation that's doing it. And I said, you know what? I thought the same thing. And we was talking. So a dude in his chat, you PlayStation hating dudes kill me. So I said, I got a PS5. I got every major title that means something on the PS5. Do you? No.
He said means something.
Right, that means something. I don't have every title. I got 2 platforms.
Always with the goalpost.
No, but I'm saying, I got every major title. Everything exclusive to the system I got. Even
Wait.
Godfall.
Sure, I thought he said
Wait. So you saying that no one can validate they have auto HDR on any other TV as of right now?
No, they don't.
You know why?
Why?
Because they don't even have HDR on the TVs they playing on now. They don't have HDR, period.
Ooh.
They haven't even experienced it
Ooh.
at all. So how did they know what it is and what it ain't?
My man just pull out the submachine gun. But
Saying,
let me finish.
go ahead.
Let me finish. So the guy tells me, so I said, dude, this is a gaming conversation. This is the conversations gamers have. Why are you attacking me? You don't even have a PS5. Why do you care what I'm talking about? We don't even know if that story's true. So if you look at the screen and you see the video playing, that's from Sony. So with that being said, I don't make things up, but I love proving my point. I love it because I listen, you here listening to Mads and me talk because you must want knowledge. So I'm giving it to you and you don't like it, so you cursing me out. So with this being said, people in the chat, my panel, please tell me. We're going to start with you, PK. What the hell was Sony thinking? What the hell was they thinking when they did this? And you're trying to tell me that they tried to specifically align this feature with high-end Sony Bravia TVs. Please tell me what was your thoughts when you saw this. And I'm going to leave this video playing for people that think I'll be making stuff up. Tell me, PK, what did you think when you heard this?
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you if it's locked to their TVs, they want to make it all proprietary. They want to make everything. They want you to buy the whole thing, and I get it. I get it.
Wait a minute.
They
Look
want
on
to
the screen.
drive sales.
It said Bravia X BR exclusive. Go ahead, continue.
That's crazy. So it's not even a game thing. It's a
TV.
TV.
Yes.
It's a TV feature, which is not a game feature. Which a lot of people probably get mad because you're saying that, but if it's a TV feature, then it doesn't matter if you have a PS5 or not. Again, they don't play with HDR because they don't know what it looks like. They don't have TVs that can do it. We talking about TVs that can do 120. I'm talking about TVs that can do HDR. They don't know what it looks like. They didn't even have HDR on the PlayStation 4. They don't know what that's like. That's new to them. And they still don't know what it's like because they don't got a TV to support it.
But what did you think? Why would Sony do that? Why?
Because that's the only way they can support it. Probably it's the only way they can support it. And I can't be mad if that's the only way and there's the way around it. But
okay.
It's kind of like what do you do at that point?
Bravia XR exclusive, amazing. But I shout out to the people that don't know nothing but called me a liar. Shout out to you. Give yourself a round of applause. That's a fact. Sick. Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Why? Give me a logical reason, Matrix. Give me something I could just say, you know what, maybe Sony's on to.
Okay, that's literally what you want? Well then, all right, because this is Theory Town now, right? Straight Theory Town. Like, I'm looking at, we've gotten a lot of information about the PS5 and the chip and all of that. Like, they've x-rayed the chip. We know what's in it. We know what it don't have, right? I'm not trying to knock, I'm just saying we know what it don't have. And we know what features it still don't have. VRR, all types of things like that, right? So they can't control the TVs as a part of the display chain. They can only control the PlayStation unless it's one of their TVs, right? And even then, it's got to be a high-end Bravia where, the chip on that TV would have extra, horsepower to do stuff. I'm starting to think that what they're doing is they're implementing the features the PlayStation should have had by adding the TV as a part of the whole display chain of getting the work done in the end. Like, the TV has to do a part of the work to get it done, maybe HDR or whatever.
TV's doing all the work.
Yeah, well then, hey, look, what the hell, Sony? How did you not?
This is the only way they can get it done.
Right, but wow, of all the people like to talk negative of what they did with Ratchet and Clank, right?
Well, hold up, son. Hold up. I gotta read this.
All right.
Shout out to my guy, Fastback. This is Sony's Bravia secret sauce.
The secret sauce. Yeah. For literally. It's a part of the freaking
Shout out to Scrub Nerds in the chat. I see you, brother. Oh my God.
It's like when these things first started, you had to have a.
They still ain't got VR off from the X900H from last year. But anyway, continue. Just go. Just go.
The TV is going to work. Like, what the hell? So, what the hell, Sony? How the hell?
They still don't have fidelity FX. They still don't have. They don't have nothing.
Right. And this is what we've been talking about.
And we're not bashing. As you see on the screen, I'm just going by the news and just wondering why. But go ahead, finish.
Nothing. The PlayStation doesn't have these features. We've been talking about this for nearly 2 years now. The PlayStation 5 doesn't have these features. They can't do these things. So now they have to have the TV. That's why it's only on the Sony TVs and the Bravia ones, where the chips on the Bravia's got the headroom to get the work done, because low ends don't. That's for damn sure.
Facts.
Okay, don't buy
Facts.
one Sony TV.
Okay.
Don't ever do that.
Okay.
So wow, just wow.
All right. Shout out to Jeremy Brown, Mr. Kima, Jason, G4,
Rain.
Scrub,
Yep.
Paul. I see y'all in the building, man. Listen, Akumu. I know you're not a big TV person. You don't care about high-end televisions, but if you bought a PS5, would this force you to do what the Xbox does on any TV? Would it force you to buy a Sony TV with a PS5? $2,000-$3,000. Talk to me.
I mean, if we're gonna be honest, the short answer, no, because my consoles are attached to my computer monitors because I use them to stream and everything.
Right.
So, I mean, for me, no, because I feel like playing a game. I just, computer monitor and I'll start, playing a game. So that's my short answer. That's a short and sweet answer.
Okay.
It's not gonna force me to buy a TV because
Right. I mean,
nine times out of 10, my console. I mean, it's very rare that my consoles are actually hooked up to my TV. I might hook them up if, I'm playing with other, like, a group of people, like I like to say, in the before times, right? My sister and my nieces be coming over and everything, and I have games. Yeah, and so you have those multiplayer games, and it's like, yeah, I'll hook it up to the TV. I had like the 360 and the Rock Band and stuff like that. Hook it up to the TV so we can all play, right? But other than that, a lot of the times, I play off my computer monitors, and I'll only move it over for specific reasons. So it wouldn't force me to get a TV, to buy a new TV.
now,
Auto HDR is amazing.
Now, I'm going to say this for the record.
Yeah.
The tech dude that I am, and I buy plenty of high-end stuff, right? You're not going to force me for a feature that's already on my Xbox for free.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't going to make me spend $2,500 and up for a Bravia high-end TV. Not the Bravia line, not the X. It's talking about the Bravia XR line. Those TVs start at $2,500, maybe $23 on sale. What I'm saying is, this is the sleaziest.
The cheapest I found that was on sale right now. Right now, it's on sale, and the cheapest I found was like $1,000. But yeah,
Is that an HDMI 2.12?
Right, it's part of their line because there's 5 under that line, and this is the cheapest one, and it's on sale because I was reading this. Found an article and I was reading it earlier.
That's the XR line, not the Bravia, but the Bravia XR.
Bravia XR.
Yeah.
Okay,
It literally says that there's 5 TVs under this line, and it listed out all the TVs and it had the prices. And as I said, one of them was like $1,000. That's on sale, but most people I know would still stay away from that anyways, just
That's
because, like,
that's a lot.
Well, I mean, even if it was not a lot of money, I know it could literally go for like 100 or something, and most people I know wouldn't get it because I think when I was reading the specs, it had like one HDMI cable. I don't know anybody who only needs one HDMI cable.
My cable, yeah.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. So it could go for like 100, and I personally,
She's talking about a port.
Yeah, talking about a port. Yeah, sorry.
Well, I'm gonna say this is the sleaziest business thing I've ever seen. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yo, Jeremy Brown, I got an 8K TV too, goddammit, and I'm still not gonna be forced to buy anything that I don't want to have a feature that's already on my damn Xbox Series S. I ain't gonna talk about my X. My Xbox Series S does it.
You know what?
I thought this was just anti-consumer, and I didn't see no smoke on the internet about this subject. And that dude went in for 30 minutes about how I'm just making this up.
Yeah, I feel like we've always
Shout out
known
to you, brother.
that Sony was greedy, right? I feel like we all know that Sony was greedy, but there was a time where they tried to hide it. I think this is them just being like, okay, yeah, it was a worst kept secret. Everybody knows anyways. We're just gonna be blatant about it now. Here you go. See how greedy we are at this point. Because could you imagine going and you bought a 2021 TV already, and you have your PS5, and you're like, yeah, and then this comes out, and you're like, woohoo, and then you read it, and you're like, oh no, I had to get a specific type of TV, not even a 2021, but it had to be one of these 5 specific TVs. Specific. You know, sorry, I kept saying. You know what?
This is anti-consumer. I don't care how you
frankly.
This is,
Yeah.
and I don't know why they not getting smoked for this. Why? At least when Microsoft did it, games that didn't have HDR, they did it for games that didn't have HDR. Okay, you don't need it for current games because they're supposed to be made with HDR. And then when people talk about, oh, we're getting Dolby Vision, let's not even add another problem. We're just adding another options of problems because people can't even keep up. You got TVs with no Dolby Vision. So it's like, listen, man.
How long has the news been out? Maybe that's why people don't know about it.
It's been about a week.
Because the article I was reading was literally updated like yesterday. That's when they broke down the TV and prices and all that.
And they're bugging. They're bugging. So
Straight up.
This is anti-consumer. I don't wanna practice this, man. I don't want anybody to fall for the gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, what game are they auto HDR in? Old games or a new game? They ain't even go into those specifics. But anyway, let's move on to something else that's in trouble. Boy, we on fire this week.
Oh boy.
We're gonna talk about the biggest sports title in the world.
Oh God.
Might be getting a new publisher. Now people go, Madden and 2K? Hell to the no. It's not Madden and 2K. The biggest, most sold sport game in the world is the easiest game for any country to play because all you need is a ball. It's FIFA.
FIFA.
Okay.
Yep.
EA is in jeopardy of losing this title, and FIFA organization has asked for $1 billion for the license. Now people say, "Oh, that's a lot of money. They're bugging. They're doing this. They're doing that." Well, technically, EA spent $1 billion for people who want the information. They spent $1 billion for 2K license. This is not a first time, but well, not EA. Well, 2K spent $1 billion for the NBA license, but they make damn near 3, 4, 5 billion a year. So if they get it for 5 years, you spend $1 billion for 5 years on the license. They're getting their money back times 10. So with this being said, I'm pretty sure FIFA knows EA is eating, and they want some of this. So, Akuma, we're gonna come straight back to you. Would this damage EA if they lose FIFA? Because I know this is a game that sold all year around. Very rarely price drops. I've seen people coming in buy different collections of this game. That game is huge all around the planet. It's not a United States game. It's just it's a universal
Right. Well,
game.
I know this was one of the games too that even though you had to buy isn't this the one that even though you had to buy a certain like Ultimate Edition or something in order to get the free next gen upgrade?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, and that proves how popular the series is because people were doing it. And people were going out and buying a whole brand new game, just for that next gen upgrade. So, I mean, yeah, this is definitely one of their if not the biggest series for them. I honestly think that if they lose this, I think that they're gonna hurt.
I mean, they would take a hit. I know they're gonna pay because but you know what? I think because 2K let it slip out where they pay for the NBA license. I think FIFA's like, we sell way more games than them.
Right, and they do. They're just saying hey, you know what? We want a fair price now.
Yeah, we want
this company's paying this much, and they don't sell nearly as many as we do. They have. This is one of those ones that there's a new one every year on top of that too.
Yeah.
So they're kind of hey, we're being cheated out of some of this money here because
no doubt.
Look at what these other companies are paying. So yeah, I think that's why they're pushing okay, hey, you know what? You haven't been giving us a fair price. Maybe in the beginning it was because, starting new, the franchise, but then obviously as it picked up steam and they're starting to earn more and more and more money. And if they keep it at the same, I can see why they're going towards them and be no, we're upping our price now.
Yeah, this game also comes out with 3 to 4 versions every year. Ultimate, all kind of stuff. And now next gen, you buy this version, you get the next gen version. Listen, it's business. I'm not mad at FIFA. And
that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad either. I understand it. Like I said, especially from a business standpoint, it's just okay, hey, we're allowing you to use our name and do this and do that. And now it's kind of at the point where it's now they realize, and sometimes it takes that outside person to kind of snap you to attention. So it's like you said, they let it leak. So now they're looking at it going like, hey, wait a minute.
Facts.
Something's not adding up right here. You're still paying us this much, and we easily sell 3-4 times the amount.
Sells
And
more
so now,
than Madden and 2K
Right.
combined.
right. So now they're exactly, now they're looking at it going like,
Right.
something's not right here. We need to look at this, and that's exactly what they did. Probably look at it and be like, okay, you know what? This is fair. We want the same price that these other people are getting. And the thing is with as much as they're selling, I think they could have asked for more, honestly.
Oh, they could have.
For as much as the game sells, like, I was like, they could have asked for more. The fact that they're just like, hey, we just want to be even with these other people that are getting paid this much.
Well, I'm going to say this for the record. Everybody wants Microsoft to buy IP. If Microsoft bought FIFA, the license, and made their own game, Xboxes are selling everywhere. That's a fact. The only place you can get a FIFA game would be an Xbox console or platform.
That's it.
that would be a game changer. So
yeah,
I hope Phil listening, because if they don't drop that money, and make your own damn FIFA for your own consoles and Game Pass and watch what happens. That's the fact.
The thing. I know that they're still in negotiations, right? So nothing's set in stone yet. So it's one of those things that, I still keep an eye out, but I'm going to be honest too. And the way that EA can be, it's kind of like, well, I don't know if things are looking good for you, EA, if you're not.
No, they'll pay. They ain't stupid. We know if they lose that, they're in trouble. That's a huge game for them.
Right, but the thing is that I've learned is I can't count on people to have common sense.
No.
I'm not saying that they're not going to drop that money, because obviously it's like the biggest game for them. They get they get a lot of the money from that. Right. I'm just saying at the same time, I don't want to say nothing, because I've learned that when it comes to common sense, most people consider it overrated. So that's all I'm saying.
No. Men lie. Numbers don't.
I mean,
numbers.
You're right. Right, and you're right, and that's what I'm saying, but part of me feels like, okay, well, the fact that there's still a negotiation about this, I'm like, I kind of feel like, what's to think about the fact of, I think when I read negotiation, I'm like, okay, they're trying to get them to either keep taking the same amount, or they want to raise it by a little, but they're trying not to drop that $1 billion that they're asking for, and I think that's where it's at. And at the end of the day, if they're smart, which they should be, considering, like we said, this is like their biggest game, they're gonna drop that $1 billion, and they're to keep on. But
okay, PK, talk to me. What did you think about this whole negotiation situation going on about this game, FIFA?
I mean, they just asking for what they feel they're worth, and I don't see nothing wrong with that.
You think it's going down?
They will have to. I mean, it's business. They gotta comply or lose.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That's it. That's all you got?
I mean, it's EA, man. I don't feel bad for them.
Nah, they used to be the number one hated company to work for. Activision is taking that crown. We know that for the record. Goddamn. But sick, talk to me. Shout out to Dirk Griggity in the chat, man. Shout out to Dirk Griggity.
Ain't much more
podcast
situation either, man. It's like my pops used to say, yo, ask no questions, you hear no lies. Are they gonna do it? Hey, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens, yo. Because you'd be pretty stupid not to. That's the biggest sport in the world. Facts.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Okay. Everybody talked about, more than Madden and all them other sports games or whatever. Yo, come on, baby.
Okay.
You gotta pay the back.
Let me run this by you. Let me give you this question. Let's say EA stupid and drop the ball. And
Konami's on deck.
No. Microsoft, son.
Oh, right.
If they
the thing about it
IP or the rights to these players' names and characteristics, stadiums. Imagine if Phil walked out at next E3 and said, yeah, we bought the license to FIFA and it's exclusive to where Game Pass and great games are played. That would be a landslide. Sony would say, we need to make one system with Microsoft. We need in. I think it would happen. I'm
I'm
telling
gonna
you.
ask you. I'm gonna answer your question with a question. Yo, do you remember XNA Sports?
Yeah.
Was it right? I feel like if they make this move, they can't stay alone with that. They gotta be a whole push into sports, and I don't know if they would do that. And thus, I'm also unlikely to believe they would do that. I mean, anything is anything is possible. I don't know, but I feel if they were to make this move, they can't stand on that leg alone, and we have to push further.
Okay. Okay.
So it's
Well,
possible.
my theory, I don't have one. I just hope they drop the ball and Microsoft pick up the IP. That's what I'm going to say. Because I'm telling you, that's
You
the
better give
nail.
up
That
that
would be the
vacuum.
nail in the coffin. I'm telling you that there wouldn't
Yep.
be. This game numbers are ridiculous around the planet, and like I said, it's a sport that appeals to
And they see all the money they're
poor,
making from all
rich,
the what do you
all
call
type, all
the
kind of countries. Everybody plays soccer.
loot boxes and whatever.
Everybody plays
So
soccer. No matter where you come from in the
yep,
world, soccer is the number one
that's what
sport.
I call football, not
You know,
American football. If I say football, I'm talking about soccer. Yeah.
so that is what it is. That would be big. Now, this is a situation that everybody's enjoying this game.
XSN, yes. That's what it was.
Let me finish.
Thanks, Joby.
They everybody's playing this game. Nobody's really talking about this. I want to know, man, is our privacy being violated? Back for Blood is recording your goddamn voice chat conversations in game. Now, I don't know about y'all, but why? I think this is a blatant disrespect. Everybody's saying, oh, the game is awesome. The game is this. The game is recording what you say. I want to know from you, Akumu. We're going to start with you.
Okay.
What the hell are they recording what we saying for in Back for Blood? Why? Do you feel like this? Also, do you feel like this is this a invasion of your privacy? And anybody in the chat, man, I'll read out what y'all type, man. Give me y'all opinions on Back for Blood recording what you're saying while you playing with your friends. Akumu, talk to me.
I guess first question, is it specifically in-game chat, or do they have a way to record it from, like, if you use Discord or Xbox Party Chat?
You know,
I guess is my
I don't know.
They have no way to record from
I think it would have to be through the game itself.
right.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking, because I mean, first of all, I feel like I understand why people are upset. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like if they're upset, there's other ways to play than just using the party chat if they feel like that upset about it. And I'm not saying that they have no right to be upset. I'm just throwing my 2 cents about that out there.
Okay, but what did you feel? They shouldn't be recording Jack. But go ahead, what do you feel? Just forget the options. No game should be doing it.
Right. No, I see, this is okay, I'll be honest. This is where I'm kind of split, right? Because I agree. I agree that they shouldn't be doing this. You know, what are you going to be doing? Why, like, you know, you're recording my voice and my conversations, and yeah, I get it. Why? What's the point? And so part of me is like, yeah, no, I am absolutely upset about this. The other part is kind of like, you know, they put like this disclaimer and they let people know. And one of the reasons in the disclaimer is for moderation purposes. And this is why I'm split. Okay, this is why I'm split. Because there's been so many instances where it has become a he said, she said situation about being, like, you know, harassed playing video games. You know, because not everybody streams. Some people just want to get on there and they play the game, right? So they don't have the video recordings or clips or whatever's going on. All they have is that voice chat of where things were happening. And that's why I said that's where I'm split, because yeah, it's so easy to get riled up and it's so easy to be upset. And it's like, you are invading my privacy. And that's 100% understandable. But considering so many things that's going on right now, I also can understand, you know, like I said in the disclaimer, when they said moderation purposes, that is what kind of cooled me off from seeing that, because I can understand it as a person that has played games online, that has been told things. Like I said, you know, I actually wrote an article when I was doing my program, and, you know, was interviewing people, and, you know, other people were getting harassed. You know, they're being called all sorts of things. You know, I've been called a monkey because of my skin color, you know, and it was like a he said, she said. I could go and report them, and what are they going to do if they have no other evidence. For me, I was lucky because I was streaming it at the same time. I had witnesses, not only the videos and clips, but I had one of my good friends who acted as a mod in there too, and she came quick with the ban hammer. But it's like we were able to report that account, but not everybody can do that, and that's why I said that for me, that's what took a lot of the anger away from me. Okay, they're worried about things that are happening. They're worried about their users, the gamers. They want them to have fun. So when they said, "Oh, for moderation purposes," it's like I was up in arms, like, "How dare you?" And then you read that, and especially with everything that's going on, it kind of went like, took the wind out of my sails, as they say. It's like, oh, okay, you know what? I can understand it from that point of view. When you're looking at it strictly from we're trying to do what we can to protect our users, to make sure everybody's having fun, to make sure that, hey, maybe there's a way that if you report, this player and you're not streaming, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, that they can go back and look at this conversation and see, oh yeah, this person, harassed them sexually, or this person harassed them because, they sounded gay or whatever, okay, yeah, they have more proof now and more of a reason to be like, we can go and ban this person. And then when they try to fight it, it's like, well, hey, look, we have proof. For me personally, like I said, that's kind of was like, okay. And that's why I said I'm split, because I still kind of understand where all the anger is coming from, because it is an invasion of privacy. It really is. But again, on the other hand, I can understand the fact of they're trying to do what they can to keep the players safe.
Hey, hop on this, man.
First of all, they can't just. That's a violation of privacy. You can't just record without people knowing it, and they have to agree and give permission to do so. You can't
But
just.
people do know, because it's disclaimed. It's a disclaimer before you use.
Yeah, well,
the voice chat.
that doesn't mean that we accept it. We are given permission. That's just saying you can't play unless you let us do whatever. And it's really a general statement. It doesn't specifically say we're doing this and what we're doing it for. So with that being said, that's still an issue, and I'm sure they don't want that smoke, knowing that they already got issues and backlash for all this stuff about not being able to play solo and things of that nature. They need to lay low on that stuff. No, they can't record you if you're in game chat, because that is an encrypted conversation. That is completely different from their in-game chat. The other thing is, what are they doing with that information? Um, you can't just take someone's personal data and not tell them what you're doing with it. So,
okay.
The point is, if it wasn't a big deal, people would have already said something about it during the beta. But you know why it's a big deal? Because it was not discussed prior. So something new.
I mean, but
Just
again,
like playing
for me,
solo, you can't get any game progression whatsoever. And I'm not just talking about achievements. I'm talking about in general.
Yeah,
No
can't do
game
live
progression.
action, can't do nothing,
but
right.
for me, again, if it's that big of a deal, also, I haven't used the in-game chat. I use the Xbox Party chat, or I go through Discord.
Right.
I mean, and that's why I feel like I get that it's an invasion of privacy, but also if it's that big of a deal, don't use voice chat, because again, if you're not playing with randoms or you're playing with friends, chances are you have your friends on the Xbox or your PC and your Discord.
That's true.
Maybe not. Some people don't. Not that savvy. Point is, you got
true.
kids that
Talking
could be
about us,
playing
not
this.
the general. That's definitely a fact. Okay. You was done, PK?
Yeah, you got
Let's
it.
go to Sick. Sick, talk to me.
Well, I know a lot of people want to sit here and yell, "Oh, but my freedom!" But you don't have to be on the platform at all. Okay.
You're right. That's why I'm not. And they will lose sales by doing dumb stuff like that. Like, who else does this?
All right. Well, you had your turn. Like, calm down. I get you. A lot of companies do stuff like this. This is not new.
Name it. I asked the question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Name it.
Nobody's done that. Not one. Not one. I don't know nobody recording conversations.
Okay. Well, let me speak. I will tell you. You keep jumping on a dude's back. Like, give me.
I mean, if you're talking about companies in general,
No.
I know some companies
Sony
in general.
Gaming.
Sony, I could have sworn, came out with something maybe about a year ago, maybe. Because they wanted to do something about the whole harassment angle on PSN. Sony.
Okay.
Nah.
Also, yeah.
Where
Sony,
was
Sony
that?
doesn't know. I'm just saying.
Let him finish,
I'd
let
have
him
to go and
finish.
look it up.
You got to look that up.
All right. Okay, I don't need y'all dictating your opinions to me. Y'all already did that. It's my turn to say
Hey,
what
and
I'm
I'm asking a
saying.
question for clarity.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Just like,
okay,
chill. You're like real, like you trying to shoot me. Yeah, like I can't say nothing. Like, whoa, calm down. You're all up in your feelings right now. Like, I'm just saying.
I'm not in my feelings, dude. I literally asked a question.
Just saying.
Let him finish. Let's go.
Let me finish. This is not the first time. I'm gonna have to look this up, but I could have sworn it was something that Sony was saying about harassment on PSN, and they want to do something about that, and then about your voices could be recorded in the chats and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure I heard that. I'll have to look that up. But you have Alexas, you have Xbox Live. If you think they're not sampling your voice for certain reasons, and that it's not in that whole license agreement that nobody reads, yeah, you have another thing coming. Don't assume off bat that they're not listening. Don't assume off bat that they're not using this information for whatever. It may not even be nefarious, but don't assume it's the worst thing ever or the best thing ever without facts, and then just debating about it.
I don't. It is the worst thing ever. Anybody that takes my data and use it for their own use is a problem. Okay,
right.
Especially if I don't know what they're doing with it.
Okay, well, you know what? Well, apparently, I have the opinion that everybody just wants to jump up on. I'm just saying we don't know all the facts. We should get the facts first before we discuss and decide.
We read it, son. That's why it's a topic.
I'm just saying that's one article. That's not
an article. That's in the game.
Okay, but
that's a checkbox in the game, son.
I get that, but this is not the first time I'm telling you. I'll look it up and I'll bring back the information. But I don't think
there's even state law that won't allow you to record unless the whole party agrees. And sometimes and that's going across state laws. We're just talking about America, right? I know in New York you have both parties got to agree, right? So if I'm playing with somebody in New York and it's recording,
but now I think you're taking it too far because now you're talking about the.
No, I am not. I am talking from a cybersecurity perspective. You have to agree to allow recordings and data to be used and know what they're using it for.
Okay. But like you said, if you're going across state lines, not every state is like that.
Hold on. One at a time.
Every country is either. My point I'm saying is, who does this? This company is not big enough. They got Warner Brothers publishing it because they can't do it themselves. They're not that big. They don't have dedicated servers. They don't have enough money to do all this stuff. They got this anti-cheat system going, right? They're trying to use Microsoft's encryption. They're trying to do all these things, but recording somebody's conversation in game is just too much. Where is this data going? Where is it being retained? What are they doing with it? Yes, that is important to me because that is a problem. That's a problem when it comes to people doing advertisement. That's why they have to ask you, is it okay when you go to a website for these cookies? Are you okay for us to what they call optimize your experience? The reason why they have to ask you that, because they can't just take your data and do what they want with it. You can actually opt out. So if they're not giving you the ability to opt out of them recording, that's a problem.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. That's what I'm saying. I understand your point. I'm just saying that I can understand them also trying to do what they can. And that's why I said again that I'm split because it is an invasion of privacy.
But at the same time, they have no evidence that what they're doing is helping. They have nothing. They have not showed anything that says this data shows that if we do this, this can help with harassment.
The game has literally been out for like a week, though.
Okay,
my point is,
hold on. Let me get to my point because y'all just going back and forth, and I want to get to my point because I want to move on. But I'm going to say this for the record: this is not okay. You know why?
Didn't say it was okay, by the way. It's not okay.
I'm talking to the people who think it's okay. This is not okay because what's next? What they going to try next? I'm grown. If I don't want to hear you, I mute you. I don't need you to police my conversations. I'm a grown-ass man. We can hit the mute button. Akuma fell away because of what happens on Twitch. Right or wrong. You kind of more towards it because of what's been jumping in chats. But this is not that. You know what this is? This is invasion of privacy. You can mute people.
I never said it wasn't.
No, I didn't say you
didn't say it wasn't.
I'm just talking in general. I'm talking in general. But I'm saying this is ridiculous. I spent my money for the game. You're not going to be recording me. People don't talk on phones because they're worried about somebody getting in their personal conversations. What's next is what I'm saying. If they're going to start this, what is the next thing they're going to start and do? We're going to go, it's okay because, people say things to people. They have options in the Xbox to take care of that. You cannot talk to the public. You can only talk to friends.
You can opt out of anything they ask you.
Okay. I don't need a game per game basis to be starting.
On Xbox, like they send all types of information. They might.
They'll take you offline.
I'm talking about voice chat. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my fellow 108 brother Ronan. He goes into his apps and he takes off certain things so he can't hear people. Only his friends. It's an option. They don't have to put that in the game. I'm sorry. We already have that feature available to us if we don't want to deal with that.
You got a platform holder.
I do not agree with any type of invasion of privacy. Any type. There's no excuse for it. They cannot police people's conversations. Who are you?
PlayStation's already been.
I don't care who's doing it. See, I'm not with it. Don't tap my phone.
You say I was.
Don't check my mail.
They're already doing it.
It's my business.
All I'm saying is,
I'm not saying you're wrong on how you feel. I'm just saying in general, if they're willing to start this and we accept it, what is next? But what is next?
Not acceptable.
And that's why I said I agree that it is a complete invasion of privacy.
This is crazy.
That's why I said I do agree with you.
Already happening. Yeah.
I thought somebody when I saw somebody post a picture on Twitter, I thought this was a joke. Remember, I didn't start the game yet. So I didn't see it for myself. And then I started doing some homework. I said, they recording people's voice chats, voice conversations in the game?
Yeah.
But the thing is you're also right that I'm looking at this from the perspective of Twitch because
I know you are, sis. You're
Twitch,
well deserved
I
of that.
stream, but you see what happens.
But
Twitch doesn't do anything. We have to take care of ourselves, right? And I know, and that's why I say, and that's why I'm saying, PK.
Do you really think the game has enough power to do anything?
Let dudes.
PK, I'm saying I understand. I said it is an invasion of privacy. I said I agree with you. But I also say that I agree with Lemon when he says that I am looking at it from a Twitch perspective and maybe not the general. Okay, but I agree.
I get that.
I agree that it's an invasion of privacy. I'm just saying with everything that's going on, I was saying I can understand what they were saying from the moderation perspective. And that's why I said Lemon was right. I'm looking at it strictly from the Twitch perspective. And I get it. You're looking at it from the game and you're right. Looking at it strictly from the game, it's absolutely an invasion of privacy. I've said that several times, PK, that it is an invasion of privacy. But again, I told Lemon that he was right when I was looking at it strictly from a Twitch perspective.
Right. So what I want to counter say is, do you really think that they have enough manpower to do anything to protect any gamer by recording their voice? Do they have the money on the backing to do anything? No, they don't. So what's the point? What are they doing with it?
Well, they can't do nothing, so there ain't no point. What can they do?
It doesn't matter what they look at it.
Relax, bro.
Let people finish their statements, man.
So you're asking me a question. You're not even letting me finish, PK. You're not letting me answer. Okay, you're asking if they have enough manpower. Exactly. You know what? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, they don't. But with everything that's going on, I'm going to say that they're trying. Are they going about it the right way? No, they're not. But you know what? They're trying. And you know what? And that's the thing. That's the thing, PK.
Sorry.
People,
I
know you don't agree. I know you don't agree.
No
but
evidence that they're trying.
PK? Can I finish? I'm saying they don't. I'm saying, are they going about it the wrong way? No. The thing is this is something new that they're trying. Okay, people start complaining. People do that. What's to make them say that they can't take that away? Because we see companies all the time release something, people get upset, and then they backtrack and they take it away. So what's to say that they're looking at this, all these things going on, and that they're not going to take that away?
Now, let me ask a question because I haven't played the game. I will play it tomorrow. Hold on, PK. Sis, let me ask you a question. Can you opt out of it? Or you got to check that OK box to continue to play the game?
But that's what I told you, Livin. That's what I told you at the beginning. I don't use the voice chat. I said I read it and I understood what they were going with.
That's his question. He asked, can you opt out of being recorded? That's what he's asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I have not tried the voice chat. I do not know. That's what I'm saying. I use Xbox Party Chat. I'm saying, but looking at the disclaimer, looking at what I'm saying.
I think you misunderstand what my question is. When they asked you the question, right? Could you proceed on playing the game and tell them?
And that's what I'm giving you the answer. I don't use the in-party voice chat. I said I use the Xbox Party Chat, and I'm saying based off of my friends, what they've told me, and based off of what they have for as a disclaimer, I'm saying that's what took the wind out of my sails when I said moderation. Because, like you said earlier, Lemon, I was looking at it from strictly a Twitch point of view.
Right. All right, so
I do not use the voice chat.
We're gonna move on before this panel start killing each
other. One more thing.
I just want to say this. I just want to say this because I need to get this out. All right. There is no evidence that they're trying anything. Okay, that is your personal opinion and perception. But there is nothing on paper, black and white, that they put out a statement that they said this is what we're doing to protect the gaming community. Nobody from their community, from their business or office came out and said nothing like that.
So we are not going to assume that they're recording for nefarious purposes.
No, that's the point. We are not assuming anything. I'm asking a question. Why? What is the purpose? What are you doing with that? And if you ain't got no answers, then you shouldn't be doing it. At the end of the day, that is the answer.
Yeah, they as a company, they shouldn't be doing it. Listen. I ain't with it because what's next? Like 100 said, they're gonna be telling you how to play next. They might.
That.
Well,
they might play single player and get game progression.
I don't know.
So they're already telling you.
I buy my games. Don't tell me what to do with it. That's why I don't buy Apple products because you buy their phones and they dictate how you use it. No, sir. No, sir.
There's been two things I want to say. Okay, number one, you're talking about Apple right quick. They had this whole drama about they wanted to go scan people's, picture gallery, for child porn or whatever like that. That was going to be all automatic. And at the last second, they took that out. But also the article I sent you. Okay, we're talking about one game, and I'm not trying to point fingers into whatever. One game, right? But PlayStation has been doing this for a year. Okay, that was what I thought I remembered. I Googled it in 10 seconds. I found it.
You dropped it in the chat. We saw that.
Right. But my point is, nobody's talking about that. There's this one game now, and it's, front and center on the screen, complete transparency, and all they get is anger and stuff. At least they told
I don't care. This is not about Sony, though. This is about Back for Blood. We ain't going to turn it into Sony.
No, I'm not. That's what I said. It's not trying to make it about that. So I said, I'm not making it about that, and you go there anyway. Listen to what I'm saying to you. It's not just about what platform, what game. Like I said in the beginning, this is not the first time, and even the PlayStation situation was not the first time. They were doing this with the Kinect. They were doing it with all these things. Even in the Rainbow Six games on 360, you could use a headset to issue commands. If you think they weren't sampling some of the voices in voice chat, all that stuff back then to improve the system, you're freaking loop. I don't know what's wrong with you. It's probably in the black and white. Like, don't assume any of this stuff is not being recorded. Assume all of it is being recorded and act accordingly.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Good point, Sid. Good point. Now, we're gonna talk about something else that's crazy. It's just a short subject. Obsidian said they turned down.
Yeah.
They turned down a previous offer from a large publisher that they said they wanted to be able to sit down and have a beer with, which means basically be sociable and be comfortable with talking to the publisher, right? So, with that being said, I want y'all to throw some names in the chat. I want y'all to throw some names on the panel. Tell me, who possibly tried to acquire Obsidian and they told them basically, get your ass out of here. You're not sociable enough. Now, it could be anybody, right? Everybody's gonna always aim at the blue team. I'm thinking it's the blue team, but it could be Konami, it could be
EA.
It could be anybody. So for the way he worded it, it was kind of spiteful and disrespectful and straight to the point. He didn't get ratchet, but he did say like we couldn't talk to them. Right? So, Akumu, just throw out a couple names of who you think this might be, and I'm gonna let the other two guys follow up. Y'all already know I think it's Sony, but
but okay, well, I based off the context, one of the first companies I thought of was Activision, because they said the guy stated
get
in
him a break, huh, sis?
No, I will not.
They got the money though. But
no. What made me think Activision at first was because in the interview he also stated about how they were having a hard time hiring and they wanted them to work on one game. You know, they have one specific game. So the first thing that popped in my head was Activision, because what's the one game that they have? What's the one game that they bring other studios in and they work on? Exactly.
It's
So
like the training grounds.
That was my first thought when I read that and I saw his interview and he goes, yeah, they wanted, us to work on this on one game only. And I'm thinking like, well, what's a company that just automatically jumps out that, they're known for bringing in other companies and they all start working on the same game? And I went, well, Activision, because Call of Duty.
All right.
So that was like my first thought. That was my first thought. I think my second one was Naughty Dog. I have a friend who used to work there, and he said the company culture there was
Oh wow.
He said a lot more than but
we're not gonna bash.
They say I'm in polite company.
Right.
So so that was my next thing, because I was like, okay, well, I had a friend who worked there personally, knew what it was from what he described, and he told me about their company culture. I was like, again, reading his interview and how, like you were saying, he was kind of spiteful and everything like that. I was like,
he was very
what? Naughty Dog could also be one that fits that, if I'm being completely honest from what I know. So that was like another one. And then if I had to name a third one, it'd be like the EA, because EA is also known for their company culture not being great and bringing in companies and basically they take away their creative freedom. It's just like, oh, you're part of us now, you're going to follow with us, you're going to do what we want you to do. And so those are like my top three that are my theories of what he is talking about.
Sick. Being that you're aiming for the companies and their success and recording conversations. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No,
I'm just playing. I'm just throwing some shots at him. Just playing. Don't get on the bus to New York and kill me.
No, we good. But
tell me who you thought.
I definitely agree. Console makers definitely agree. Sony, I feel, was the one, right? A dark horse in that conversation might have been Nintendo, ironically. Like, that wouldn't surprise me as much as I think it would a lot of other people. They've made odd things happen in the past, but that's just a dark horse. Really don't think. But of course, then comes the top three evil companies in gaming today: Take-Two, Activision, EA. Those are the three with the history of all types of shenanigans in and out of the company. So of course, those are three that come to mind. So if I was someone at a city, I would have had that tone too.
Okay, PK. Do you think it could have been your infamous, notorious Switch maker or somebody else? Talk to me.
No, it's probably somebody looking to broaden their portfolio. However, it's they probably don't feel they probably don't feel whoever it was probably felt foreign, or it probably just didn't make sense or align properly with feeling like they were be up under a corporation versus someone they felt like they can actually grow up under. So yeah, it's gonna be someone big, that's got enough money to just kind of scoop them up. Nintendo is not interested in
they're not
adding to their.
They're not a big acquisition company.
Yeah, they actually sold off some of their.
Yeah.
division, so it's not like they're into that. They're good where they at. They're comfortable with what they got.
Okay.
So it's definitely not.
Okay, so we got, yo, listen, man, I love my panel, man. We had 9 topics. We down to the last 3, and we've been here an hour and a half. Yo, way to go,
Wow.
team. Way to go.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
It felt longer.
And
than
we
that.
had a nice debate. I like
Wow.
that. Yo, people in the chat, did y'all like that debate, man? PK was in his bag, but he almost got jumped by the 2 light-skinned people, the other 2 light-skinned people. I'm like Richard Steele, the referee. I was breaking it up, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the peace. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little pun in there, crack a little jokes. You know, I was a jester, you know what I'm saying? Now we're going to get into this topic, man. And I think we're in the era of negativity. People see that we're getting this Grand Theft Auto trilogy, Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. Great games. Can't wait to see what they actually look like. And it seems like it's dropping in December. Close to that Halo launch. Y'all know what Halo doing in that Game Pass. Woo! Y'all already know what it is, man. I can't wait to December, baby. But listen, now, they made an official announcement, right? That the game is being made. It will be enhanced graphically. All 3 will be coming out same day and date, possibly on the same disc or digital download. First thing people said before they even got a price, didn't have no basis to go off of. This is going to be $70. Now, do y'all honestly believe this is not a remake? This is a remaster. Do y'all believe that they would drop this game at $70? These 3 titles. Talk to me. And mind you, they're over 10 years old. Yeah, they're old. 360 days and PS2 days. So
The PS2 era. Yeah.
right. So talk to me, people in the chat. Talk to me, people in this panel. Sick. $70. Are you in or are you out? And this is not a fact. This is just rumors. But talk to me.
Right.
What?
That's the thing about it.
I see
the thing about
$40. I see $40. But you
We don't
talk
know
to
the
me.
price. We don't know the price for a fact. We don't know what kind of, let's say, overhaul they did, because there's different levels. There's the remaster, the remake, and even when it's just a remaster, what kind of remaster? Is it just a
That's right.
last gen game, running in higher resolution where they just maxed out all the settings, right? Or did they go in there and tweak it? Did they change the engine? We don't even know none of that. We don't know none of that, right? So depending on that would dictate the price. Because if it's just they finally went back in the source code and tweaked some things and updated some textures, now it's native widescreen, all the games, all those things, and they added back all the music tracks that they've lost over time, whatever, and it's $40, that's cool. But if that is $70, not cool. If it's a whole hookup for $100 and they hooked up all 4 of the game, 3 games to
3.
the utmost, like the 9, like GTA 5 looking, that could be worth $100. It depends on what they did. We really don't even know.
Right.
Like,
They didn't even show gameplay, nothing.
until
right?
that's known and the price, I reserve judgment and commentary, because there's nothing to go on, and people are sitting there arguing left and right. We don't know nothing.
And then,
Fall back until we know.
And shout out to the Twitterverse for once again starting some BS
Exactly.
with no
They
facts.
starting the drama.
I mean, I
Right.
don't know
No
what
facts
dudes
to
be
be
just,
discussed.
yo, it's $70, and then everybody started talking about it. I said, they didn't say that.
They didn't say that. We ain't seen it. We
They
don't
didn't
know
say
nothing.
anything.
I don't
They
even
just
remember
said
what
it's
they
coming in
called it, if they
December.
called it a
They didn't say
remaster, remake,
anything.
whatever.
And shout out to my
Yeah.
man Scrub Name.
Even the name got
He
leaked out.
said,
We don't even know if
Richard
it's the name, I don't
Steele
think.
always cutting the fight short, though. You know why? Because he's protecting the fighters. I'm
Fighters,
protecting
yeah.
my panel members. We gotta live to fight another day. If everybody get killed in the first episode, that's it. No sequel to this podcast. That's a fact. But he's right. He used to jump in right before the knockout. He was
One of these
crazy.
days, he gonna get hit.
Rich, now he retired.
Well, then,
He
he
retired.
retired. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's
PK,
actually, that was funny.
$70. This is a PlayStation 5 price. EA price. Talk to me. What did you think about this made-up public rumor?
I think people are just tripping. To be honest, if they really want it, they're gonna pay for it, no matter what the price is.
Mm-hmm.
So to be complaining about something that they probably ain't gonna play is kind of ridiculous.
Yo, you captain of the no play police.
I mean, this is what they do, man.
Yo,
Like
this
you,
dude
if you
is
play
the
the
captain
game,
of the no play police. If you don't play
if you
games,
gonna
you
play,
can't be his friend. That's a fact.
yo, if you don't play games, ain't no point in having no opinion. Yo,
You know what I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying.
You ain't got no HDR TV. Stop complaining about HDR. All right, Akumu. If you paying $70 for this,
The heck? Oh.
I mean, I'll be honest, no, because like I said last podcast, I'm kind of burnt out from GTA right now, so I'm just
okay.
chilling. I'm just like you said. It's a rumor. It's not even guaranteed. I'm like every time I hear like these rumors start, I'm just like, oh, slow news day. Someone's got to start something.
Yeah, facts.
Mm.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
but like I said, I'm kind of burnt out from the game right now. I haven't played it lately, so I'm just chilling because even if it comes out December, I mean, who knows? You know, I'll see then. Am I still burnt out from the game? If not, I'll worry about it then.
And shout out to my brother in the chat, Other Zinc, man. You hate anything but Xbox. You are always focused every week. Shout out to you, Zinc,
Oh, no.
Mr. Wolverine. Shout out to you, brother, because you are
Oh, no.
focused. You definitely got you like Green Lantern of Xbox. You are a gangster. That's a fact. But now we're gonna move into the last two topics, and I'm gonna leave this other topic because I think this is amazing. But we're gonna jump into October 19th. Xbox Fridge Day. It will be known in the history of the world for decades to come when we got an Xbox Series X fridge. And they are going up for pre-orders at Target.com. I don't know if it's going to be 12 a.m., but I'll be there at $11.59.99 or $6.59. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Listen to me. Xbox Fridge are going up for pre-orders. And hopefully they let me get two. PK, are you getting this refrigerator?
Yes.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go, PK. Let's go. Goddamn PK on the job, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
One for the office.
Okay. I'm going to leave the Matrix for last. Akumu, will you be picking this up for Bloody, or will you be selfish and getting it for yourself?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
We're tag teaming. We're gonna see if we can
My
get
God.
two.
Oh!
For each of us.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Can I also say how I love how this came about? I don't know if y'all knew about the whole Twitter poll.
And the vote.
I loved it. I loved it.
Awesome.
And I was just like, in order to pull off that win, I was actually in the spaces yesterday when they were talking about it, and they literally, like, it was like at night, and they were losing the Skittles. They were like, we need to bring out all the stops. And one person was like, the meme, the Xbox fridge. The full size, they were like, wasn't feasible, but they did the mini, and they literally started making calls.
Well, you know how the mini started, right? Do anybody in this room know how the mini started? How?
Yeah.
It was a meme.
No.
People were talking shit about the fridge.
No.
About the fact that Series X looks like a fridge?
No.
That's what it was.
The mini. I said the mini. Do you know who showed it? The Rock Johnson. Yes. With the Zoe.
The
Zoe drink.
Yeah.
He's the one that showed it. And then everybody wanted it. Yes. Yes. I wanted it since Snoop Dogg got the big fridge. I said, I just bought the fridge. God damn, I just bought the fridge for my house.
It was they did it well. Yeah.
They said apparently it's supposed to get colder than regular mini fridges too. So I'm kind of interested to see just how cold it gets.
Hopefully, I can get two. I'm using two different emails at the same address, but this I need two. I need one for my club downstairs, and I need one for my movie section in my crib. So okay. So Matrix, what we doing?
You know it. Come on, bro. You know this. I got to have this fridge. I've been waiting. Listen, I needed a mini fridge even before I got the Series X. I needed a mini fridge, right? And then the rumors started coming out, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill because Microsoft is in the game right now. You talk this ish about them, they making money off of this. Okay.
That's right, Fast. Snoop showed it first. So, facts.
Yeah, Snoop showed it first. You're right.
The big fridge.
And I remember,
but The Rock showed the small one first.
Yes. Right.
And he
So,
had
man,
his Longhorn design on it, and he had a refrigerator full of Zoa drinks. And I bought it. I won't buy it again. I love the rock, but I won't buy that
man,
again.
like I said, I was looking for mini fridge. The ones I've been
You
looking for
wouldn't?
were like 180
It's
bucks.
not good for me.
Man,
It
this
raised
one
my
is 100
heartbeat.
bucks. It holds
Ah,
12 drinks, and there's room in the door, you know, to put your little snacks and stuff in. And it even has the USB in the front because, you know, the Series X got the USB in the front. They're like, hey, let's put the USB in the front there because we're just going on with
Yo,
the lights
listen.
and everything.
Listen.
I'm excited. I'm
I
so
might even buy
excited.
it for certain
I'm fine.
friends around the
Mhm.
around the interweb for Christmas because this is a
Mm.
good. It's $100.
This I need.
Yeah.
And
It's $100.
I'm so happy because I had this gift card. I forgot I even had it that I got from my job because the gift cards at Target are odd or whatever. You have to use it online, but you gotta pay a certain amount. So it was stuck in my account I forgot until I'm signing up in Target and make sure I have my account ready for the time come. You know, as soon as I heard the word, I went to Target.com, make sure everything was ready so I can just click as quick as possible. And I see I had a credit for $25. What? I don't have to spend $75 now? Oh, bro, if I don't get this, man, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be
The
mad.
only thing,
I hope they
the,
sell it in stores because I'll drive and go get one
Yeah.
too.
the only
Yeah.
thing, the only
I'ma
thing
get a
I'm waiting
second one
on
probably.
finding
Yeah.
out now is the time, because I know when they were in the spaces, they were saying that they don't even know what time the pre-orders are going to start because they're leaving it up to the retailers.
It's
So
Target,
that's
yeah.
the
But
only
what other
thing.
retailers
I'm like, I'm
doing
gonna be
it?
stalking Target. I'll be like, I'm
But
gonna
the
be
pre-order is
stalking Target.
Target in America and Canada. So
But
later
Yeah,
on,
so,
there's
it's the
oh.
19th, but they don't know what time. It could be like 10 a.m. It could be noon. It could be, they don't know because they're leaving that up to the
Well,
retailers.
everybody on this
I
panel
know
got to be on
everybody knows
speed
the
dial. We
chat.
got to all be on point because they're gonna run out.
I don't know if
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
knows in chat, but I heard word that it's definitely in the Microsoft store, but because
Microsoft
Target
is
has
I didn't
Canada
see it in the
only.
Microsoft store.
It's only Canada only because they were talking about the fact of they were trying to do Target, but because each store has different laws they have to follow and everything like that, Target got back to Microsoft and told them, hey, we cannot ship this to Canada. So that's the only, so for Canada only, it's listed on the Microsoft store because they can ship it to Canada.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So now we're going to get into this last topic, man. And this is a great achievement by the Game Pass people out here at Xbox, baby. Now, it took 4 years for Microsoft to sell 100,000 Xbox Ones. But in less than a year, they have sold 100,000 Xbox Series S and X consoles in Japan. People, talk to me in the chat. And yeah, hit those ones and twos. If you getting that Xbox fridge, man, hit them. Give me a one up, man. Give me that number one in that chat if y'all getting the Xbox fridge, man. Show me what a round of ones are y'all getting that Xbox. Now, Akumu, this is a big feat for Microsoft. Now you saying 100,000 systems is not a lot, but they sold 100,000 in 4 years before. So this is kind of looking like a great situation. Bunty, what's good? I see you back. What's good with you? Talk to me. What did you think about this 100K sold in Japan already?
I said good for them. I said very good for them. Yeah, I feel like they're feeling what Sony left behind. And I think that the fact that, like you're saying, you know, oh, when it came to the Xbox One, it took them 4 years to sell this many consoles over there. I think it's showing the dedication that they're showing to just the Asian market in general. Because you figure Sony was originally from Japan, and then Sony kind of just packed up and left and was like, yeah, see you later. You know, and like I said before on another podcast, you know, Sony thought, oh, hey, this is where we're from. We're always going to have your loyalty. So we're not going to market to you anymore because what's the point? You know, that's hometown. That's where we're from. So you're going to support us no matter what. And the Japanese people kind of went, no, because you're not loyal to us anymore. Why are we going to have to be loyal to you? And I think Microsoft saw that and went like, hey, you know what? Let's show them what we can do. And let's show them what real loyalty is and dedication. And I think Microsoft's been doing that because even with like the products they've been pushing out too. I mean, even look at like, you know, the cloud services that they have where you can like do the stream, people would be talking about, oh, Japanese people don't game that much or they don't play these types of games. The thing is having lived over there, I can say, yes, they do. Even try and they game on the go as well, because from where I was living, just to get into Tokyo, the shortest train that I could take, and it depends on the time of day, because if it's later in the day, it's going to have more stops, so it's going to take longer to get into Tokyo. It was at least a 2-hour train ride, and you have chargers on that train that you plug in your phone. I saw multiple people plug in their phones and start playing games on their phones. I was one of them. I'll plug in my phone and I had like a little mobile game or whatever, and I'll be playing on my phone. That's not even to mention if you're going from like Tokyo to like Osaka or something, that's like a 4-hour train ride. So even all these products, they're still finding a way to market it to the Japanese, to the Asian community in general. And they're showing that dedication. And I think selling that many consoles, I think that's showing now that they're giving that dedication back. They're starting to give that dedication back. Because at first, when it first started, they were like, I don't know. Because that saying, once bitten, twice shy. It's like, hey, we thought this company had our back and now they don't. Now y'all are coming in, you're going to leave us like them.
And Tokyo Game Show was impressive.
Right, exactly. In the Tokyo Game Show, and they're looking at it, be like, oh, y'all haven't left, you're not leaving. Okay, and now they're starting to show the same dedication that Microsoft Xbox has now been giving to them. And like you're saying, Tokyo Game Show, Xbox had their whole own little show going on there, instead of just like we're at this booth, come see us type thing. So
okay, sounds like a plan.
Like I said, good for them.
Facts. Sounds like a plan. Sit, talk to me. This is a great feat for Microsoft, man, and the momentum is pushing ahead. So what did you think when you found this out?
Well, it sounds about right. Plus, I'm also hearing, because every time I look on Twitter and I see somebody posting that they acquired a new Xbox, it's usually the Series S, right? And people are retweeting, Japanese people, full on with the kanji and everything. Not that I can read it, but thank God for the little translators right there. Like, every system I've seen, in fact, has been the Series S. Like, and it doesn't surprise when you think on that. Like, Game Pass is doing well. They got xCloud and all of that. Hey, if you were to get a console, especially in that market, it would be the Series S, and that's what you're seeing. The Japanese are slowly gravitating towards that, and Southeast Asia in general, Korea and all of that, like, is doing better. xCloud is doing great things out there, and I know this is about Japan and not Brazil. Like, xCloud is blowing up in Brazil and its surrounding countries. So this makes a lot of sense. It's not surprising when you think on it after the fact. Just like the announcement of the Series S in the first place. It makes a lot of sense.
Okay. All right, PK, finish. Take us home, baby. Take us home.
So it just shows that Phil's been putting in work. Phil and his team have shown that they are definitely dedicated and absolutely trying to reach 1 billion gamers. So that growth is actually great. It might not sound like great, but it's actually great. So keep that momentum going and let's get it.
Well, listen, man, that was another great show, man. Panel, y'all absolutely amazing, man. I gotta give y'all a round of applause, man. Better than this. And shout out to everybody that sat through. My man Dragonheart, legendary Yobi, working them chats, and my man 360. Happy birthday from 108 Dragons and the Dragons Den panel, baby. The whole month is your month. That's what we doing, man. Shout out to y'all dudes over there. I was on there hanging out with y'all guys. Love y'all podcast over there, man. Next level gaming. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, man, it's another one in the book. This is chapter 30. We are back. Listen, tomorrow is game night. I don't know what Akumo and Bloody gonna be doing. They gonna be taking turns on the controller, I guess, because them and my man Flamish, they kind of like back for blood experts at this point. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going in here and we gonna be using party checkers. If you record me, I'm coming for your asses. Call of Duty status. Don't record nothing I say. God damn it. Not for my, whatever that game costs, $40, $50, $60, whatever it is. But anyway, we're going to get into these outros. Akuma, where can they find you? Where can they see your amazing streams? Talk to us.
Well, you can find me here on Saturdays, randomly on Sundays when we do community nights with y'all. Yeah, and then just throughout the week over on Twitch, same thing, Akuma_Matata. I've been streaming over there about 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like I said, this is October, so I'll be playing some horror games. Right now, I've been hooked on that Back for Blood, but I'm gonna start branching out into my other horror games that I had planned for this month because the month is going by kind of quick.
That's a fact. I'm still looking for
So
a
I gotta
Halloween party.
start.
I'm ready. I got my outfit ready. I don't got a party to go to. PK, the most electrifying light-skinned brother that I know. He got Jerry Curl juice without the juice. Where can they find you, PK? Where can they find you, and what you got coming up, brother?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at PKX Live, definitely on 4GQTV, and here on the Dragon's Den. And definitely, if you guys want to keep up, just follow me on Twitter. Follow 4GQTV. Follow the Dragon's Den. You guys will find me everywhere. And definitely, I'm going to be gaming. So if you're interested in gaming and you looking for somebody, I don't care what it is. Look at my game. Like I said, invite anybody, pull my receipts. Okay.
No. We're not doing that. Your gaming score is embarrassing.
Hey, listen, come. You can find a game that you have in common with me. I'll get down for sure. 100.
All right. Always a pleasure to have you, my brother. Shout out to your no camera having ass today. It's all right. Probably having a bad hair day, but whatever. It is.
His S code to the side.
Sick to the Slayer, aka the Matrix, the Neo of the Dragon's Den. What's good with you, brother? What you got going on this week? Where can they find you?
You can always find me right here at the Dragon's Den every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, God's time zone. No doubt. You can find me on Twitter and everywhere great games are played. And apparently I'm the master of props out here. So here's another one. Little remote from 8-Bit Do. Reminds me of the one they launched with the 360.
Yes. It's nice.
The one thing I don't like about remotes like this, because I also have this other one, right? These, even if you have them flat on the table, if they move just a little bit, like they light up and eventually it kills the batteries. So I really don't like the fact that they do that. But yeah, for $20, this is pretty awesome. Actually, I think it's 25. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's the prop of the week. And I'll check y'all out next week.
What is it? Hashtag not sponsored. No.
Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
All right, audience. You already know you're absolutely amazing. And congratulations to my panel, man. They're awesome, man. They bringing you that fire. Today got a little fiery, though. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Kumu flare up. Nose was like, yo, let me tell you something, son. We not having that over here. You know what I'm saying? PK is always shooting shots. You know what I'm saying? And the bulletproof shielded one over here, Sick was just absorbing it. You know what I'm saying? He's like an adamantium shield. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's your boy Lemon, aka Lamika's right hand of Zeus, and it's been a pleasure to have all y'all once again. Chapter 30. Oh man, y'all make this amazing, and I'm definitely always gonna bring that energy. If you tired and you need to up me up without doing drugs, because kids don't do drugs, you come to the Dragon's Den podcast, and I'm always going to bring that fire and that heat for y'all. Man, listen, as I always say, I'm going to need y'all to bring your game and not your name, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace out.